Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me again, back at it. I got another comment from somebody that wanted to know how to do a coolant bypass on under the Plenum. So I was taking the chance to want to do this video, might as well, since I'm going to be having to change the injectors on this. But besides changing the injectors, I'm just going to show the video of what needs to be done so that you can have a easier Plenum pulls when you start working on your own car. Obviously, I'm already kind of like halfway on doing that stuff. So I'm just gonna pretty much show you the basics of what you need to do to do coolant bypasses, and then after that, you get the idea. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you, how to put back your Plenum if you've already done it before. You kind of know. I'm not gonna tell you something you already know. I mean, if you don't know, you never done it before, then I don't know why you're doing it. Then again, if you're gonna try to do it, it's your first time. I always recommend, like as I always say, take pictures before you take it apart so you can remember what is where and for what. I think at the end of the video I'll probably do that myself too, just in case somebody is lost, they can see where I'm putting everything back. And then from there on, maybe I'll explain a couple things here and there. Anyways, hope you enjoy this video and learn a lot from it. I'm gonna get to it now. Forgot to mention, just in case anybody has never pulled the Plenum, besides pulling everything that's here, like coil packs, the plugs, fuel lines, balance tube, same thing, intake pipes, and that engine cover. That's like the first thing. In case you think you missed it, always remember to get that hose, that air hose that goes here in the back. Some of the sensors there in the back over here for the back on the vacuums. Make sure you get this line also. It'll come off when you do the pull, and don't forget to take these off. I'm actually about to take these next right now. They're 10 millimeters as far as I know. On these they are. So if you have an air ratchet, easy as hell. I kind of like already did the relocation of the power steering, so this is like a breeze to me right there. Anyways, it's gonna be over here too as well. That one and this hose, same shit. Obviously you can see there's more room. I did a lot of wire tucking and shit that the car kind of doesn't need, in my opinion. And I also did the fuel filter tucking, so it makes everything so much easier to work on. See, so you guys hopefully get time to do that too one day. All right, now I'm gonna do the Plenum pull. All right, guys, I finished the Plenum pull. Now just to go over a couple things that I did after the pulling. I'm gonna let you guys know that every time you pull it, make sure you tape the entrance to the inlets, to the cylinder chambers. I don't know what the hell you call them. Anyways, you get what I mean. You don't want anything tiny going in there. Anything metallic, you're fucked. So now that I'm done with that, pull the Plenum. Gives you a chance to do a bunch of things. You can even paint the valve covers and that and whatnot. I got the dress-up kit from Z-Spec, by the way, if anybody is wondering where you can get those. Really good price, a lot of different types of colors and stuff. I'm working on pulling these injectors. I already pulled them out. Where the hell are they? Where did I leave those stupid injectors? Anyways, try to see if these were good, but these are new style. Hey, you know where they left the injector?
What is that?
The stupid things. Alright, sorry that took a while. This is the fuel injector. So I was getting misfires on this sucker. Hopefully, if I test the voltage on the resistance on this thing, it's faulty. That'll be the actual problem. I can finally finish this shit. Anyways, getting back to the coolant bypass. Alrighty. Oh, there's the other one. Shit. When you pull the Plenum, after the Plenum is done, you are gonna notice these lines. This line hooks into the Plenum down over here. Same thing with this one, hooks in there. So you're gonna end up buying like a random hose, doesn't matter what kind, and you're gonna literally just link it to this. You can actually use like a screwdriver too and just like push this hose to the back, It won't break or anything, but just be careful with it. And then that pretty much solves your problem with the coolant bypass on this side. And the other one is a little bit trickier because it's a longer one. You might have to actually get a hose from VatoZone. Get one that's, you know, just as long as it's good enough for coolant, not for fuel. And same thing, the heater core pipe right here has a little tubing. Get the hose. I think if you could get one for like 2 feet, 3 feet, just to be safe, you're fine with that. And that, make sure that line goes back over here to this one right there. That one, because this one also connects into the plenum. Same thing with that shit. Now let me show you. Now that this is done, let me show you that what needs to be canceled off on the plenum itself. Anyways, yeah, just get these kind of clamps, and make sure when you put them in, they're facing in a direction where you can easily take it off next time. See, they're freely pointing outwards where I can like have no struggle to loosen them. And let me actually just show you a plenum that was already taken off. This injector really is bad. It's not reading anything. 2000 ohms. Has to read 0.11. This one is reading 0.11. See? Take it off, connect. It's a pretty good healthy injector. If it's not reading that, it's gone. Anyways, sidetracked. Okay, so this is what mostly everybody's plenums look like when you pull them out. This is a straight up stock plenum. I'm not using that one because everything's already bypassed on this one. So anyways, this is what yours will look like. If you notice those hoses I was pointing at you over there in the engine, these are those two that I was telling you to cancel out. So, you know, now that you have the water lines on that stuff rerouted, there is no use to having any of this crap. So, take it all out. No use for any of that stuff. This right here, cut it off here with a knife. This crap, same shit. I mean, doesn't really go anywhere. Cancel it off. Doesn't matter if it's empty. Same thing. Cut. This. And if you like to, you can even take this one off. That goes around for no damn reason. Keep in mind though, you will be taking this off. And this has, I think, oh no, this one actually has a gasket. So be sure if you end up taking this one off, be extremely careful you don't crack the gasket off. You'll have to order another one, probably from Z-Motor Motorsports. So, alright, and I showed you that. You should be able to put the plenum back together, easy. When you put it back together, make sure you get a gasket for this too as well. If it's not, the other one's not cracked, and I guess you could be able to reuse it. Alrighty. And the only thing you'll have to worry about is just the EGR pipes, if you have not deleted those. I cannot make a video for that one because that shit's complicated as hell. That's the only thing you'll have to worry about. And besides this one, that is for these tubes. So once it goes back, just worry about this, and obviously these screws. See? I'll make a short video putting it back together also. Alright guys, now that we put the plenum on, we're going to move on to the next steps, which is going to be inserting all the cables, the injectors and stuff down here before we end up putting stuff like the fuel rail, and also we put in the coils. Anyways, just to double check, yeah, put the line back in, and the EGR, make sure these things have a gasket in them. They got a gasket between. If you don't put a gasket, you're gonna have a nasty vacuum leak. See, just want to confirm that the stuff's right there. This one I did a little custom thing. It's got a hose with just a clamp. Same shit, works the same. Okay. God, I had a brain fart. What was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, just to give you an idea, this is that one coolant bypass I was telling you about. See, it's rerouting over there easy. And this finally got it bolted in the middle. Oh yeah, torquing on these guys, make sure you torque those the right amount. You never want to over tighten those. You over tighten them more than you should, you're gonna strip it, and goodbye manifold. Where is that other thing? Yeah, you can't see it over here, but I think you can right there. Where's it at? Oh, this is the line. See, that's the coolant bypass I did right there. It goes all the way there, and voila. Wait, that's a fucking fuel line. My bad. It's inside over there. You can't see it, but you get the point too. So yeah, the next thing that's gonna go on, is the coil packs. These suckers. Nice dress-up kit from Z-Spec again. Just start putting them in there one at a time, and then as you do these, you also want to put the fuel injectors, the coil plugs, and don't forget this fuel temperature, and don't forget to also put the plugs for these in the back. Also these are for the cams, and there's another one down here, I think. The oxygen sensors. Is this the oxygen sensor? Oh, yeah, maybe. Can't even fucking remember. Oh yeah, that's the oxygen sensor. That has nothing to do with it, so keep that one away. Oh, and yes, big important thing, and I know a lot of you guys be fucking up on this. So the tiniest thing is the most important one. I'm gonna be real with you. This little black cable is a ground wire. Make sure you ground that right here. And there's another one's on these wires. This one has, I think, that's funny, 2 of them. These 2 will go right here. So when you get everything all said and done on this side, plug these 2 on this one. This little hole right here. These 2 is for the coils. This little hole right there is the ground, is the place to put the ground wire. If you don't put these, I don't know, either one or it's gonna fry your PTU, it's gonna fry something. And then you're gonna have a whole new problem trying to figure out what the hell, why won't the car start? And then you're gonna get mad at me and saying, Chris, what the fuck, the shit you put, you made me put my shit wrong and stuff. Anyways, yeah. Deal with those, and then once we're done with the wiring, I'm gonna move on to the next video, which is now putting on the fuel lines. And am I missing some shit? Yeah, fuel lines, and then the throttle cable. If you have cruise control, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're looking at the wrong video. Alright, next video. Okay, now that we got that done, no plugging. See? In case you guys are wondering, like, you guys are asking, oh, well, how do I know what wires goes to the right one when it comes to fuel injectors and coil packs? You'll be able to tell just by the length it gives you. One injector obviously won't be able to reach the other one because it's too short. So just keep an eye on how it looks like that. That's usually how it's supposed to look. You can just tuck them in there just to make it look a little pretty. But yeah, double check everything's where it needs to be. All the plugs are right where they should. And yes, ground wires. I'm gonna say it again. Ground wires, important. Don't be stupid. Remember. And okay. Next one is gonna be the fuel lines. Mine's are a little bit messed with already, as in like custom. So I'm just gonna kind of give you an idea. I know your fuel filter and most people have it right here. Mine's tucked in there, and then I did a little reroute. But I know you guys, most people have the metal piece that goes over here. You put the bracket and whatnot and shit. This one has it on this one. I'm gonna be putting it, right there. And then this one's just gonna curve in right there. either way, I did that because, you know, it's just the rubber hose that goes into a metal line and goes into another rubber hose. So I'm just thinking, like, why not just make it all one entire whole hose and just, you know, make life easier. Anyways, I got a little deep right there. Do that, and then the next step will be putting the balance tube. Is it? Yes. Oh, yeah. Most people also have this stock as hell bracket right here that goes for like a hose. Goes into, like, again, it's a rubber hose and it's a metal pipe and it's another rubber hose that goes into the intake pipe. Make sure you put that shit again. I just canceled that thing off and just made it one big ass long rubber hose. Fucking easy as hell. Boom. Just plug and play and pull. And let's see what else is next here. Yeah, the balance tube will be next, which will be plugging right here and then bolting onto those areas to close and seal the plenum. Next video. Okay guys, now that I got finally everything put back together, like I said, the fuel lines, got them in there, got them over there. Make sure you clamp them all correctly, nice and tight. Get all the other lines connected to as well. The air hose, get them all bolted. Make sure that the O-rings were inside, because these actually use O-rings. If you don't have O-rings and you can't get them at the moment, you can always just, you know, use your quick and fast silicone, whatever color you prefer. What the hell is that noise? Shit. I almost forgot this one. Pretty important. You could choose to have it over and under. I don't care. Get in there, you sucker. Man, fuck it. I'm trying too hard. There we go. I think I can actually make it go through there. Just so it doesn't look like it's all over the place. Can I? Please tell me I can. Yes. Look at that. There we go. It's a little better. Make sure you clamp your intake pipes. You need that air to go in there. So, let me see. Throttle cable. Are you put it in there? Oh, yeah, I should do that. See, this is why it's important to double check all your work before you do that. And let me actually tighten this up. Wait a minute, that's not a 12. Ha! It's a freaking 13. Is it a 13? I don't know. Also, excuse the mess. Yep. I'm not torquing too hard, by the way, in case you think the gun is torquing really hard. It's not. You know, I have control of that. And I think this one too. And that's done. That's plugged. Throttle cable, in case y'all wondering how to do that. Just pull it back like that. Put this sucker in there. And let me see. That's how I'm gonna do that. I need both fingers. Okay, never mind. Wrong order. You actually put it in there first. Then you wanna pass that cable through this. You push it all the way though. Ah, son of a bitch. There we go. Sorry with the shaky camera right there. Anyways, I think that's everything. Again, double check everything. PTUs. lines, wires, make sure everything's where it should be. Those are for the engine cover, don't worry about that. And okay, I think it's time to start her up. See if I got rid of that misfire. Alrighty. Alrighty. Sounds about right. See, with the coolant bypass and with the fixed injectors, finally she doesn't got a misfire anymore. That's exactly how she should sound. Man. Alright, well, that's the whole video. If you still have any other questions left, leave them there in the comment section. If there's something you're probably wondering about that I didn't do, or why, or anything, you should like, comment, subscribe. Anyways, I hope the video helps you on anything, and it teaches you a couple things or two. Alright, till the next one. See you guys.